Is this game over for Bitcoin? Bitcoin has gotten a significant move to the downside in the past 24 hours, officially now breaking down from this falling wedge pattern, and this is coming on the heels of the news that the Federal Reserve released yesterday that they are not raising interest rates. Now, of course, this move to the downside has not caught us off guard at all. In fact, this is exactly what we've been expecting. I do think it's a little bit more probable that we come down a little bit lower just to shake out some of the weak hands before another move to the upside. Shout out to everybody in the Casper Crew VIP Discord who took the short trade, setup given literally from the exact top. What a juicy trade that turned out to be. Now, we've got some technical targets for the downside when it comes to this falling wedge pattern, but the question is Bitcoin going to find local support with a fake out to the downside, or are we actually going to hit some of these very low targets? We're going to be diving into the charts today, discussing exactly how I plan to trade this in the coming weeks. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications because we are bringing you the juiciest and the most timely Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. So why is this move to the downside not a surprise? Well, first of all, the Bitcoin price had come up to this very key zone, this $30,000 level. And if we look at our indicator right here, we can see momentum is getting lower as the price is getting higher, giving us the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler market Cipher B pattern, where as the price is getting higher, Gary Gensler's head getting lower, the smile looking a little bit sus there, but we've been expecting this move to the downside, which is why I publicly closed my swing long trade from down here a few months ago. I'm closing my Bitcoin long trade right now. I am long on Bitcoin from about $20,000, 1.3 Bitcoin profit. And since that time, we've actually begun to form bearish market structure. Since we made our high, we made a low, and then a lower high, and then a lower low, and then a lower high. And so we've been expecting a lower low to be put in. And as you can see, the price of Bitcoin right now is coming down below this very key level of 25,351, which is a very key support resistance flip. And basically what this means is we are now open up for a much bigger move to the downside. And if we go ahead and we extrapolate the target of this falling wedge, we can see that it comes down to around that $21,000 area. This is the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement from the low we put in November to the all-time high. And so if we actually hit the target of this wedge, we're going to see quite a significant move to the downside. However, before we come down to $21,000, there are some very key zones that we do need to be aware of. Now, I've been looking for a fake out to the downside of this falling wedge for quite some time if you've been following this channel, because this is actually a pattern that Bitcoin loves to play out. In fact, if we just take a look at the history of Bitcoin here, we can see that last year we were forming this massive falling wedge pattern. We actually lost that pattern to the downside, and then we start to consolidate, and that's when we got the really big move to the upside. I'm currently watching and waiting for a very similar thing to happen right here, because what we need to understand is that although we do have targets that are very low, and you can see in the swing short trade that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord from around $30,500, I have take profits coming all the way down to $16,600. However, we have to understand that we are in the middle of a very macro uptrend, right? After bottoming out in November, we have our high, our higher low, our higher high, our higher low, and we have put in another higher high. And although we've seen bearish market structure locally, we still have to acknowledge the fact that this trend looks very, very bullish. When we're zoomed out here, there's nothing bearish about this. In addition, when we take a look at the traditional markets, we are still seeing bullishness in the S&P 500, which is breaking out of a key zone of resistance right here, officially changing market structure on the weekly time frame. So in my opinion, this is still a macro bullish environment, which means we need to be prepared for bears to get absolutely wrecked. Now guys, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I am telling you what I am being prepared for. And the way I trade is I take setups when they present themselves, right? I'm currently holding 5 short trades. All these setups were given in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. So if Bitcoin continues to dump, I am not in a bad position here. But we need to be aware that we should be looking for long trades in a macro uptrend as we come down to key areas of support. So let's talk about exactly what we need to be looking for. And by the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we give trade setups like this short trade, like the long trade that we're currently in, you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com, click the link to join the VIP Discord. This is not a signals group, but you will learn a lot in here. We give you our trade setups. We do multiple live streams every single day looking for live trades. We give you the levels. It's a great environment for learning. And if you want to learn how to trade this way, check out the 25% discount on these trading courses, changing the way thousands of people approach the market. 25% discount in the pinned comment. And if you want to take advantage of these markets, longing and shorting, regardless of what's happening, making money, check out MEXC, the best deal on trading fees you will possibly find, up to a $9,000 deposit bonus plus 0% limit order fees, 33% off. taker order fees. I am trading on MEXC and Bitget, my two go-to exchanges. Deposit bonuses, sign-up links in the description and the pinned comment. So as we're starting to see this move to the downside in a macro uptrend, things are starting to smell pretty good. Isn't that right, Uncle Joe? And I'm starting to get a little bit bullish. In fact, we have major zones of support coming in between where we're at right now and this local golden pocket support resistance flip at around $23,500. And if we start to take a look at our oscillators, we're actually starting to see some bullish signs print. And if we take a look at some of the lower time frames, such as the 4-hour, we're actually starting to see market Cipher beat print the very bullish Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, where the money flow and the momentum waves on market Cipher B are getting higher. The man boobs are getting higher as the price is getting lower into a key zone of support. We see the money flow getting higher here. We see the momentum waves getting higher right here. And so this is telling me that we need to be prepared for another fake out of this falling wedge pattern. The two main areas I'm looking at are going to be the $23,000-ish zone, 23.5, the Fibonacci golden pocket, and then of course the $21,000 Fibonacci golden pocket. These are the two major zones that I'm currently aware of. Now, we also need to be aware that there are many, many levels in between here. For example, right now Bitcoin is getting a bounce from this very key level, the naked point of control zone that we've had marked out in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, which by the way has made for a nice little scalp trade. So here's my plan of action for this. I plan to take every single long trade setup that I see as long as we are in this zone right here between our current price and about $23,500. I plan to lock in a profit early and then hold the trade for potentially turning it into a swing long. Now, if the price manages to come back up inside of this falling wedge pattern, this is now going to be for me the area where I will then look to add to long positions, because now we're starting to see a sign of strength, a real fake out to the downside. This could happen quickly, or this could actually happen over the course of many days or weeks, just like what happened back here when we were forming this falling wedge pattern. We ranged for quite some time. Basically, we ranged from November all the way until January before the big breakout was a number of months. So what we really need to just be aware of right now is that we're coming down to key supports. We're starting to see some bullish things form. And as long as we don't lose this $23,500 level, in my opinion, there is the chance that we are going to get a fake out from this falling wedge. And so that is currently my plan right now, to get long on Bitcoin. Now, of course, if we lose this golden pocket, that opens the door for more downside. But we don't need to worry about that yet, because we don't need to worry about what the price is going to be like many, many weeks from now. We need to worry about what is currently happening now. And right now, we are starting to see some bullish signs form as we come down to key zones of support, and we need to be aware that we could get a fake out of this falling wedge pattern, which ends up breaking to the upside. So is this guaranteed to happen? Well, it depends, guys. We cannot know for certain what the price is going to do. But what will make us successful over time is having a plan in advance so that we're not caught off guard by the price action, which is why I'm taking every long setup that presents itself. I'm locking in profit early to prevent a loss, and then I'm holding at least half of that trade to hopefully trade this fake out of the falling wedge pattern. All right, y'all, that is it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell. And I do pray everybody watching and listening is very blessed in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you're not religious, well, I still pray you and your family are very blessed in multiple ways. And I will see everybody in the next video. Peace!